Hello string players. I want to show you today a series of exercises that will help you develop a vibrato. So now a lot of people are so excited when they first start vibrato. They want to jump right in and vibrato right away. And there's some things I want you to work on. I want you to promise to do it slowly, because if you go slower, you're going to develop an actual good quality vibrato. And if you rush into it and try to go too fast, you can end up with a bad habit of a bad vibrato. So let's go slow and let's work on some exercises. Now, first thing I want you to show you is what is wrong vibrato. Now we see our teachers, it seems like they're vibratoing really well and seems all fast. And when we try it, we sometimes want to move our finger and we think it's just in the finger and we end up twisting side to side. This is not the right motion for vibrato. What we're looking for is for your knuckle to go front to back like this, in this direction. So when we're playing, we're actually in slow motion, we're seeing our finger rock forward and back towards the bridge and towards the nut. So that's essentially the motion. When I do that in my first position, you'll notice I'm going very slowly. See that the motion is towards the bridge and back to the nut? We want to avoid going side to side. And that's kind of a hard motion to develop because this is a little bit easier a motion than this is. This requires that we have a nice relaxed thumb on this side, that it isn't stiff. It also requires a good hand position because we don't want this part of our hand to be stiff against, we don't want to pinch. If we pinch, then we're just going to shake the instrument instead of allow our hand to move. So notice that my hand is away from the fingerboard just a little bit, or just very lightly touching. Now the first exercise, I want to start, I want you to put your thumb in the crook of the instrument, of the neck, and we're going to just go ahead and wave your whole arm back and forth. Now when you can get this motion smooth, and it doesn't feel hard and it's just slow, notice I'm not going fast. Then the next thing we're going to do is put our fingers down in between the strings, just lightly touching, we don't have to push them down, and I want you to slide your fingers up and down like a railroad. And then the next motion I want to do, I want to pick one string, and we're going to have mostly our third finger touching and our other fingers, and we're going to start sliding the whole hand back and forth. Then we're going to lessen the motion, so we're going lessen the distance we travel, until pretty soon you'll notice that your hand is still going, but the friction of your finger is actually stopped on the string. And now can you see that my finger is just wiggling forward and back like I showed you before? At this point you can put the finger down and hold the string down. See if you can continue that same motion. Let's try that with the bow. So I'm going to go, it's going to be terrible sound, don't worry. I'm going to lessen the distance. And notice my thumb is moving too. I'm keeping my thumb light. Now when my hand is moving, but then I can place my finger down. Notice this sound is almost like eighth notes, 1 and 2 and. Now if I want to go twice as fast, I'll play it like 16ths, 1 E and a 2 E and a. Now if I go a little bit faster, just the tiniest bit faster, I end up with a nice vibrato. Now let's review. Each of these steps, we should just practice one at a time till we get this motion of the forward to back motion. Because it's so easy to get tense and to pinch and end up twisting or wiggling our instrument instead of allowing our hand and our wrist. We think sometimes that it's the finger that does a vibrato, but it's really coming from this part of our hand. So when we can get our vibrato to move this way, and we're going to start with back and forth in the crook, wave your hand. That's the motion. Then we're going to slide our fingers and keep everything nice and loose. Then we're going to come back and we're going to slide our whole hand back and forth. And we're going to lessen the distance until our finger will stay in one spot. And then we can put our finger down and just tiny bits, just gradually increase the speed till we have a nice vibrato sound. Now, the mistake a lot of kids make is they go too quickly into fast vibrato, and they end up with what my teacher called machine gun vibrato. And that is not pretty. So we want to make sure that we are playing slow and nice. And to go from 16th note slow to a beautiful vibrato, to go from slow 16th notes to a beautiful vibrato is only a small bit faster. So start slow, start with big motions, and then refine it down into the small motion. Now, as you do, notice I use my third finger to do that. Then repeat this exercise with your second finger. Then do it with your first finger. First finger is a little harder. It's a little easier to be stiff. And the hardest finger is your fourth finger. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Take it slow. This doesn't happen very quickly. You need to practice it over time. And as you continue practicing it, you will be able to develop a vibrato skill. Don't try to get it too quickly, and that's okay if it doesn't happen really quickly. If it takes a couple weeks to get or longer, that's totally normal. I think it took me, I bet it took me at least a month to be able to vibrato when I first started learning. So good luck, everybody. Be patient with yourselves and just go through the steps slowly so you can develop that nice relaxed hand with a good hand position. Good luck. Thank you.